Okay. Going live, and it's Sunday, February 21st, 2021. And I've titled the video Work Cults. Hopefully, that was my title. I'm not sure anyone appreciates how hard it is for me to get on here, go live. It's just hard to get going, Even if I'm in a good mood, to find a good topic to go on, this is difficult, It's been hard to do every day because of the rain. So work cult. What I'm talking about is a prevalent worldview, which makes work the main point of life. So if you're not working a 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday, or something equivalent to that, you're considered like unsaved in this position, or you don't get the point of life. You're someone who's a lost soul. Okay, you're a lost soul. You haven't understood the point of life is work. Obviously, this is cultic thinking, and these proponents always talk with irony. So no matter what your complaint is, their answer or remedy for you is more work. Now you can go apply for jobs since you already have 1,000 ailments. I'll hand you another job application so you can work yourself to death even harder. And that's the irony that these people use. So that's work cults. One of the problems is that's not work. Isn't even like one of the main commands. The greatest commands are a known thing in the New Testament. Obviously, and this is not supposed to be a Sunday sermon, but Mark chapter 12 has it. Jesus explains the greatest commands. And so it's Mark, one of the places is Mark 12:29. Oh, thinking slow this morning. The most important one, answered Jesus, is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength. So I'll stop there. That's the first quote. So Jesus is saying the greatest command is love God, just in summary, all your heart, mind, soul, strength. Secondly, love your neighbor as yourself. There's no commandment greater than these. End quote. Meaning these two commands. I can even read farther here what the guy asked him. Well said, teacher, the man replied. You were right in saying that God is one, and there is no other but him. To love him with all your heart, all your understanding, all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is more important than all burnt offerings and sacrifices. When Jesus saw that he had answered wisely, he said to him, you are not far from the kingdom of God. And from then on, no one dared ask him any more questions. A lot of people refer to 2 Thessalonians 3 if they're a work cult ideologue. And I've given it yet another look. I've looked at a whole study on Thessalonians before. There's a whole study somewhere on Thessalonians and work. Generally, when we're reading Paul's letters and epistles, you have to understand you're interpreting something that's only one side of a conversation. So even though it's for the church in general, he was writing to specific churches, okay, who had specific problems and questions that may have been asked to him. And so he's only responding to certain issues that they had. And it being divinely inspired, it has words for everyone now, but we have to take it through an interpretive process, and that's what pastors are for. And pastors are supposed to be helping the sheep interpret. So in general here, it does appear to me in 2 Thessalonians 3 that Paul is talking about people who were being busybodies and idle and disruptive, because they basically were a church that was running a mission, etc. And if people weren't on task with the mission, and they weren't really being cooperative with the mission, um, it's being counterproductive. And so that's dealing with work which is readily available work, like people living in a commune where they have basket weaving or they're making clay pots, and all the work is right there. You don't have to go through a burdensome job application process or something that's extremely hard. You walk over 10 feet, walk over 10 to 20 feet, and your job is right. Your work is right there, cut out for you. It's not like extraordinary rocket science or anything. It's just work that's readily available. They're ignoring obvious tasks, and besides the original people ignoring obvious tasks, they're running around. And of course, these were the days before internet or before internet, newspaper, and radio, TV. So in order to be people gossiping, they had to travel like many miles, different places to talk to many different people to gather gossip. And I guess that would be pretty idle and disruptive. I found a nice article on this. It looks like a Democrat though, someone talking on a Democratic website. It says, "I don't think the words in Thessalonians 3:10 mean what you think they mean," by Stephen Andrew. Oh, this is back in 2013 on the Daily Kos. Looks to be a Democratic site. I'll quote this article right here. "It's a practical solution offered by Paul to resolve a problem in a Christian community when its charitable mission is being taken advantage of by a few a-holes. Keep the gossiping busybodies working, and they can't plant rumors and fuel discord. These people causing the problem weren't poor children or scam artists in a booming economy. They had work available." It's saying the same thing almost. It's ridiculous. This guy's a little bit of a socialist, kind of. He thinks Jesus is a socialist. I don't think Jesus was a socialist, so the Bible seems to have there's a way to say from the Bible property ownership. I don't think Jesus was a socialist. It's okay. People can disagree with me on that. But basically, the Christian's supposed to have fruitful labor in life. The militancy and overemphasis in work cult thinking is the problem. It's not that work is evil or that there's a command to ignore work or that you can't be fruitful and provide for yourself. That's admirable. That's admirable. So the work camp mentality is really strange. Galatians has a lot of verses that remedy also that kind of thinking. For instance, a good one is Galatians 3:3. "Are you so foolish? After beginning by means of the Spirit, are you now trying to finish by means of the flesh?" There's a good one. There's a good singer, a good one in Galatians 4. What is it? Verse 8, "Formerly, when you did not know God, you were slaves to those who by nature are not gods. But now that you know God, or rather are known by God, how is it that you're turning back to those weak and miserable forces? Do wish to be enslaved by them all over again?" A lot of Galatians has to do with the book of Galatians has to do with dealing with the law and people that wanted to circumcise. Anyway, yeah, the thing about gender stereotypes, it's not a huge deal I wanted to say. In fact, I can just take it off. I can just take off that. Take that out of the title. I don't want to talk about it now. Not really in the mood. I like what Paul says here in Galatians. What is this, chapter 4? Galatians 4. is it here? Oh, I just lost it. Oh, Galatians 4:17. Those people are zealous to win you over, but for no good. What they want is to alienate you from us, so that you may have zeal for them. It is fine to be zealous, provided the purpose is good, and to be so always, not just when I'm with you. End quote. A lot of worldview positions are deceptive because they appear to be from the Bible, or they have components of the real thing, but they don't have the total understanding, or they overemphasize one thing inappropriately. So that's all I would say for now. I'm sure more will occur to me before such time as I can talk again. Yeah.